Sanity, hang out with us on Twitch, streaming just for you. Come here and join our crew. Team Sanity, hang out with us on Twitch, streaming just for you. Come here and join our crew.
Wait, you gotta kill him with those shoulders.
Everything's just better with friends by your side, spending time together. Don't you wish you could stop time? Playing games, don't care if we're bad. All that matters is we're having fun. Team Sanity, hang out with us on Twitch, streaming just for you. Come here and join our crew. Team Sanity, hang out with us on Twitch, streaming just for you. Come here and join our crew. This is the best feeling, laughing and screaming. Forget your worries and fears. This is more than just a stream. Playing games, don't care if we're bad. All that matters is we're having fun. Team Sanity, hang out with us on Twitch, streaming just for you. Come here and join our crew. Team Sanity, hang out with us on Twitch, streaming just for you. Come here and join our crew. Team Sanity, hang out with us on Twitch, streaming just for you. Come here and join our crew. Team Sanity, hang out with us on Twitch, streaming just for you. Come here and join our crew. When you've had a long day, we will be right there. Always there for one another. We'll put a smile on your face. Playing games, don't care if we're bad. All that matters is we're having fun. Team Sanity, hang out with us on Twitch, streaming just for you. Come here and join our crew. Team Sanity, hang out with us on Twitch, streaming just for you. Come here and join our crew. Everything's just better with friends by your side, spending time together.
Hello Team Sanity, how are we doing? We're back for another international streamer showcase. I'm Matt Orloff. We've got a cuddlefish over there. Somewhere down there we've got Purple Space Cat. And of course our showcase today is the wonderful Treecle. Tree, I'm going to make you slightly bigger on the stream. Can you give us just a little brief on who you are and who your channel is?
Sure, I'm Tree. Isn't everyone a variety streamer these days? That's who doesn't start off with I'm so and so. I'm a variety streamer, but I'm a cozy streamer. And I do cozy games, but apparently I've become a house flipper streamer, which was not the intention. I've been doing a lot of that. I started off with some geeky games, and I want to go back to my geeky games and my slightly geeky roots, and I've got some ideas on things that I want to play, but at the moment I'm a House Flipper streamer and a Stream Raiders streamer as well. So yeah, I am still a baby streamer. I've only been doing this for 9 months, I guess. I think maybe I still feel very small, and that's me.
Amazing. I mean, you say you're a baby streamer. I've been seeing your viewer numbers recently, and you know that you've been doing good. You've been doing good. You've got an amazing community behind you already.
Yeah, I don't know where those numbers come from because I've certainly not been paying for them. But yeah, I do have the best. Like everyone says they've got the best community, and I think there are just a lot of really excellent communities out there, and I have one of the most excellent communities, and I'm absolutely overwhelmed. And every time I see someone new pop by for a second stream or a third stream, like I was nearly crying earlier today because a couple of people popped back at the same time, and I was like, "You've come back! Oh my gosh! Oh my word!" And it never fails to humble me when I see people returning and it's because my community make people feel so welcome. I reckon that's a lot of it. So yeah, don't know how I'm getting the numbers, but thank you to anyone who is there.
Well, that's like part of it. Like if you're so welcoming as well, that's the thing. And the fact you remember these, because you only get the first time viewer banner come up once, right? So very easy just to not see that again and not realize. So you do a very good job of making people feel welcome as well and making them want to come back.
I think my mods help.
Mods are always helpful, but I think that the energy that you put out there in your stream is unlike anything that I've personally ever seen in other streams. I love to just lurk in there and kind of hang out, you know, silently while I'm doing my studying and all of that stuff. It's very chill, very calming. So thanks.
I get told that.
Tree, how long have you been streaming for?
Percy, can you hear me? Because I think I turned off push to talk.
Yeah, you come through. I can hear you anyway.
Okay. I have turned off push to talk. That's good. I don't need to keep pressing it. That's awesome. That's how pro I am. I am like I'm about 9 or 10 months old. Well, a lot older than that in normal years, but no, streaming wise, yeah, maybe 10 months, I think. Oh my goodness, look how many of them are here. I love them to bits. Look, there's some of my mods. I've got Ant, I've got Horsecale, I've got Twigs, I just saw Kitsu follow. Oh my goodness. I could just, it's really overwhelming. These are amazing people. God, the mods are here. Yes, Kitsu.
Is Kitsu going to bring the chaos?
They have no mod powers.
They're powerless. I know. It's good to see your community in as well. I mean, I'd recognize so many of these names from in your stream as well. And from names as well that you've brought through in raids and whatnot. You've again, it just is testament to a just phenomenal community that you've got with you. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you. They're awesome. They really are.
So 10 months, that means the 1 year is coming up, huh?
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for that. I want to do a charity stream at some point. So maybe I'll do something in time for my year's anniversary, but I don't know. It's all kind of very overwhelming. I didn't think I'd be. I honestly had no idea where I would end up when I started streaming. It's caught me by surprise, and to think that I'm getting close to my year anniversary, that's just.
Because we're quite similar in that aspect. I think I remember talking to you about this before, where we were just lockdown streamers, right? And it just, you know, what's going to happen? And that, I think it's been an exciting journey, and it's been exciting because we've now known each other for quite a while in that streaming journey as well, and I love that. And just been watching you grow through that time and watching your channel develop as well. And something I want to just praise and go into later is just how well you have marketed yourself, your overlays, and everything that you've built. Well, I'll let you kind of discuss your community name and stuff later, but just how you have built your channel is like, that is goals for me. I'm not even joking. That is just goals.
Can confirm goals. Can confirm. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
No,
Absolutely.
Oh God. You guys. Oh my word. Thank you.
Well, speaking of goals, do you have any for your channel?
So this year I was hoping to, if I'm lucky, by the end of the year I'd like to hit 1,000 followers, but to be honest, followers don't really mean that much to me. It's about the people who come back, the ones who make me cry because they're buggers. But I genuinely, there doesn't seem to be that. Followers and viewers are two very different figures for me. I have a different number of followers to people who have. I've only got what? Oh, I guess I'm nearly 600 now. But I've seen streamers with far more followers who maybe don't get as many people coming to see them, and so that's why I'm not that fussed about the number of followers. But 1,000's a nice number, and I just thought maybe aim for 1,000 this year. But I also set myself a target of Stream Raiders affiliate for this year, and I've already hit that. So that was
Oh wow! That's nuts.
Congratulations.
I hit that last week or a few weeks ago, and we've unlocked our first skin in Stream Raiders, and that actually I'm being featured, spotlighted, spotlit, I don't know, something. Stream Raiders are doing something about the tree on the 5th of March for Women's History Month. So I'll be on their Twitter and their banner or something, and I'll get some skins to give away.
Tree, that is so cool. Congratulations.
Thank you. So I need more goals because I've accidentally hit one already.
Yeah.
Accidentally
smashing those
I was
goals.
expecting that to be a bit later. Yeah.
There are definitely worse problems to have. So.
No.
I mean,
Damn it! I need
just
a
to be clear, they did lower their requirements to become an affiliate, which is why I instantly hit them. So it was an average of 30 viewers and an average of 20 people placing units on the battlefield, and now it's an average of 20 viewers and an average of 15 people placing units on the battlefield. So they made it easier. It wasn't because I was awesome. They just changed. They moved the goalposts.
But you still made that. You still got started. You still did the thing, and that's there's definitely something to be said about that, because so many people, I think, sometimes want to do something and then have this like invisible either mental health wall or physical wall or some kind of barrier that just doesn't ever allow them to get to that place to even start to try. So the fact that you even did that is awesome. And the fact that you hit 15, like that's crazy. I don't even have 15. Like, yeah, that's awesome. You should be proud of that.
Seriously.
Hashtag crushing it.
Yeah. Yep, hashtag
I'm gonna
tree.
put that here. Yeah,
tree
here we
crushing.
go.
Accidentally. Hashtag accidentally.
Hashtag tree crush.
Hashtag tree
that
crush.
That can't be misused at all.
No, that is
Hashtag tree
pointing.
crush.
Kitsu,
That's a
take
thing
that.
now.
We want that as a thing, Kitsu.
No, Kitsu, don't betray me like that's his thing. Kitsu betrays me on a regular basis. He's literally called the betrayer. So that's
Oh gosh. So does that mean that we're gonna expect a name change for the betrayer, or
no, I just think he takes it as kind of like a nom de plume, like just another word, another name for himself that he carries around with himself. So yeah, it's just kind of part of his name. We did a cameo with Adam Baldwin from Firefly. I don't know if you know Firefly, the TV show.
oh yes,
The guy who plays Jane, and because his character's very chaotic, and so when Kitsu started streaming, I commissioned a cameo from him, and he even says, "Well, if it isn't Kitsu the Betrayer," and now we've got that as a
my
little voice
God.
clip for him. So
I love that so much for you, Kitsu.
he's rocking it.
I am
Yeah.
so fucking jealous right now.
A little bit, yeah.
I want to be the
Um,
betrayer. No, I don't mean that. I didn't mean that.
Thanks.
Wow, nice.
That's not what I meant.
Sure.
Kitsu Soba, the cat/rat thing, the betrayer, the god of pickled brine.
Yeah.
I mean, those are some titles, my guy. You rock it. Trey, do you have any cool you know, like any cool little title things? Like the God of Pickle Brine is pretty epic.
Yeah, he picked that up when we were playing Wildermyth. So I was streaming Wildermyth, and I try and name our characters, or they're inspired by people in the community. And yeah, Kitsu was one of them, and his character went on this weird ass journey and ended up as the God of Pickle Brine. So that's how he got his name. But no, in Flight Team, I get called Mama Tree and Auntie Tree. I'm basically like an old lady. I'm a mummy maternal type, so that's the best I come up with. Mama Tree, Auntie Tree, I'm here for you if you need me. I will adopt anyone who needs to be adopted. If anyone needs a boop, that's what I'm here for. You know, so that's it. It's not as exciting as the God of Pickle Brine.
I love your boops. Can you just explain to people who
Sorry.
Purple?
That's not
early.
what I heard.
I'm
sorry.
We've been going for 14 minutes.
Calm down, Purple.
Tree.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Boop. Can you just explain for the people who haven't been in your channel yet? Exclamation mark guest, by the way, guys. What a boop is in your rewards.
So I felt it's important that streamers, we kind of have a responsibility, I think, to try and provide a little bit of positivity in people's lives if they're taking the time to hang out with us. There are things we can do for them, and I have a channel points redeem, which is just a bit of one-on-one time with me. I drop everything. It's a separate scene without any sound. Well, I don't want any sound alerts, even though sometimes they. Anyway, there's nothing flashes up. It's just me, and I talk to the person, and if they redeem it, if they're feeling a bit down, I just talk to them, tell them how amazing they are, what I like about them. And it's all very personal, so it's not. I can't give an example without actually doing a boop for someone, and then I just give them a little boop, just a little boop like that, and just to try and make them feel better. So that's what a boop is. And if anyone comes into the channel and they don't have enough channel points for the redeem and they're feeling really, really rubbish and low, you know what? My community they're amazing, and they will use their own channel points to redeem boops for people if they feel that they need a boop. In which case, my thinking is that if someone is kind enough to use their own channel points to redeem a boop for somebody else, they get those credited, because it's a really selfless kind of thing to do. So yeah, that's what a boop is. I just try and make people feel a bit better. Just a little tree time. That's all it is.
I love it so much. It's so wholesome. I love it so much. Really quickly before I lose track of this question in chat, Adela Shelf has asked a question for you, Tree. Are you more of a cake or a pie kind of person? Just slightly going off topic.
Oh, it's not.
It's only slightly.
No, I mean the guild that I founded is called Cake. So, and you don't get curves like the curves that I like my desserts, and that it's not off topic at all. So it's a hard question though. See, I love a nice cherry pie, and I love a lovely apple pie with a bit of cinnamon. That's really good.
Yeah.
But I think it depends on the mood. You know, on Valentine's Day, I treated myself to Uber Eats, and I got this mother flipping massive slice of chocolate fudge cake delivered, and I proceeded to stuff my face, and I starved myself most of the day because I wanted to be comfortable with the amount of calories, and I don't do diets or anything like that normally, but it was a lot of calories, so I was really looking forward to it. And you know what, sometimes there are holes that only a cake can fill. So I guess cake.
There we go.
We're just gonna clip that.
Yeah.
Kids, he probably already has.
Yeah.
Or horse cow, either of them. They're little monkeys.
Horse cow, hee giggity.
But yeah, I can definitely see how your mods might take things out of context. But I agree. I actually just had cake like an hour ago.
Nice. What type of cake?
Well, it was a mixture of chocolate and vanilla with chocolate and vanilla icing. So generic
That's
cake.
tree approved.
Tree approved.
Tree
There we
approved.
go.
True.
No,
I
that's
love
fine.
that.
That is.
So,
Um,
Tree, I have a question. What got you streaming in the first place? Like, why did you even hit the go live button the first time and set everything up?
So over lockdown, I'd started watching more streamers, and I thought these people are cool. And there are some streamers that just make you feel so welcome and part of their community. And I was only ever expecting to stream to maybe a handful of my friends, and I mentioned it earlier. I'm guild master, or I was guild master of a guild in Warcraft called Cake, and that became a community of different gamers and people who maybe weren't there anymore, still hung around in our Discord server, and they're a really nice, amazing bunch of people. And there are people who, even though I don't speak to them very often, I know they're blimmin' awesome, and I'll be there for them if they ever need me, and they will be there for me if I ever need them. And I just thought, I have my own very tiny micro community that maybe I could hang out on stream with, and maybe I could share some kind of positivity with as well. And also it felt like something I could do to push myself, because I have massive anxiety issues. I have a stammer sometimes, and I just basically, I have a habit of screwing future Tree over by committing to things. So I'll be like, she'll be fine, we'll just commit to this, like this tonight. Like last month when Matt approached me, I said to him at the time, I was like, yeah, our future Tree is going to be really annoyed and really terrified, but I'm just gonna, she'll be fine, she'll manage somehow. So yeah, a bit of the intention to just hang out with my little community that already existed, with just a handful of people, and also pushing myself a little bit. And here I am.
I love that. And just in case you didn't see it, Tree, Kitsu, just in the cake and whole quote. Tree, I may not have clipped it, but luckily Stream Elements is still active and accepted his quote edition. So there you go. That is now officially a part of your streams.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm pretty sure Horse Kells then said that they did, so you've got both. I feel like we probably have
there we
both
go.
covered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They'll both be there.
I'm so shocked. Thank
We
you.
also have a poll up for another minute about what your favorite dessert is.
Oh,
If you want to weigh in.
Get voting.
Oh.
And in the meantime as well, so for anyone who's new in, I want to show off some Tree stuff. So I have Tree, you've got a channel trailer, so I do want to show that. So I will get that up while everyone casts their votes.
Creme brulee is definitely not on the list. So
I definitely only had 5 choices, and I was definitely trying to be, casting wide nets. I would
I'm
definitely
very
count it as pudding.
oh, I have to revote.
I love your hair, by the way. I love your hair. It's very pretty.
Me? No, it's awful. It's home dyed.
It's not awful. So here is Treacle's channel trailer. Enjoy.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, hi. I'm Treecle. Thank you for saving me. I appreciate it. The Treecle channel, I just think, is a nice, relaxing place where you can just hang out and chill. I think I took the cool down off. I don't know whether it's that. Lo-fi. And it's a place where you can feel at home, feel nesty, and feel that you're amongst friends. If you're ever feeling a little bit low and need a virtual hug, pop in and see us. If that might tickle your fancy, then please, it would be great to see you there. Pop in if you like.
I
love
love that boop at the end.
I love it. Apologies, chat. I just saw that the Team Sanity music's a bit loud. I will pause that for the rest of the clips that we've got coming up. But if you want to see that trailer, do go check Tree out, because it's just shows you're just so wholesome. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. So
I do look weirdly plastic in that trailer, so I said to Ant I need to change it because I'm not actually plastic, just to confirm. It was the lighting must have been funny, but oh well, it is what it is.
100% flesh.
Yeah, 100. Very much flesh.
Very much
Amazing.
flesh. You heard it here first.
Can confirm.
Wow.
So what would you guys like to see first? Do you want to see? We've got a nice cake tier list for us to weigh our opinions and hear what Tree finds S tier and not so much. Do we want to go through some cakes, or do we want to watch some more amazing content from Tree's channel? What are you feeling?
Well, cake did win the
Okay.
poll.
It did. Okay. Let's do a little bit of tier
Do a
listing
little bit
then.
of cake
A little-
arguing.
A li-
A cakeement.
oh.
An argument. It's cake. A cakeement.
A cake you meant.
Yep. Hashtag cakeement. Here we go.
Coining it.
There you go. Boom. It's a thing now. You're welcome.
It's just a thing now.
Oh,
It
Amazing.
looks like a horrible one.
Oh
These
goodness.
look so good.
So I was trying to
know
look
how
through
to
this
check
because
them
there are
out.
some in there that I just do not know the name of at all. Hopefully that comes through okay for everyone in chat, and can you guys see it okay from the share? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So go on, Tree, kick us off. Macaroons, I want to say. Is that?
Yeah, they macarons, and the macaroons, the coconutty ones.
Oh, there is two different things,
and-
isn't there? Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, and the macarons are the.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't actually gone through these all, and I don't even know necessarily what these all are, which is why I'm hoping that chat will help. And don't forget Treecle. I
Oh.
swear my chat prefer Treecle.
Oh, Treecle will be
I-
referenced later. Don't you worry.
I am sorry,
Right.
milady. I'm sorry that you're craving cake now, darling. So I'm not sure. I haven't given this actually a buttload of thought. And also could we temporarily plop things in places?
Absolutely.
And then see how we go.
For sure.
And move them around. So I've never done one of these before. I'm assuming S tier is like God tier. Is that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then D is that just acceptable or really don't like?
I think
don't
that
like is what I
I
would
think
say.
there needs to be a real bottom of the barrel. So
Like
yeah,
a
D.
There,
Yeah.
there. Maybe a meh. Because I don't think I could be too cruel to any dessert. So maybe meh.
No.
D.
If it has
Is-
sugar, then you can't really be mean to it.
Is there such thing
Exactly.
as an un-tree approved cake, or is all cake tree approved?
I mean, it depends what you do to the cake. There's some chefs that do some fancy things to food, and I wouldn't necessarily call it, Heston Blumenthal, for example. There's some questionable things. So I think on the whole, most cake is cake. Rice cakes, blah. Horsekale, yeah. I've eaten quite a few, not horsekales. I've eaten quite a few rice cakes recently. So, but they're not really cakes, are they? Yeah. So
No,
I guess they would
The
be
cake
there.
is a lie.
No, rice. Yes, rice cakes are definitely a lie. Well, let's stick them in B for now because they are nice.
Okay.
But yeah. Let's.
Cool.
What's
We can shimmy if we need to.
Yeah.
So, what
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Is this like a double layered majig? Is this like a cheesecake or something? I can't quite tell what that even.
Yeah, I can't. I'm hoping that's some. What do we think? Is that
Like
yeah,
an
I
ice
think
cream
it's-
cake?
Ice
that's
cream
what I was
cake.
thinking. It might be ice cream cake.
We don't really have much of that in the UK, do
Oh.
we? At least I don't see it.
No.
It's like
No.
you've got a layer of cake and then you've got a thick layer of ice cream
Mm.
that's cake shaped. on top of it, and it's frozen. So you had to let it melt a little bit, and then you had to eat it really fast.
They're strats. They're strats for ice cream. Have you
There
ever
are
had
strats.
ice cream cake, Tree?
No, now I need to.
I know.
Obviously. This is why I'm glad we have American friends and friends from around the world who can help us out with these things that we
Absolutely.
cannot identify and have no experience of. That sounds amazing. Can we stick that in A for now?
An A for
I
now,
think
okay.
I'd like that.
It's a
Yeah.
provisional A until it's been tried.
Yeah.
Is there like there isn't like a go-to, like, I guess ice cream cake can be anything. Like, it could be a vanilla or chocolate sponge. It could be a choc chip. It could be a mint ice cream. It could literally be anything in terms of its creation. Yeah?
Yeah.
In terms of its flavors, you could put any kind of ice cream in any kind of. You could even put like ice cream with chunky bits in it, like Kit Kats or something. You could do that too. Just wouldn't necessarily taste very good.
Why don't we have this very much in the UK? What is going on, UK? Usually
because because we're in America. and
Watch yourself. Watch yourself here.
we like to eat stuff.
Well, so do we.
Yeah.
You guys get healthcare, we get dessert.
That's fair. Can't have it all.
Nope, can't have everything.
Your standard cupcake with some icing.
That's red
and...
velvet.
Is it? Wait, no, it's red velvet cake
Yeah.
later on. There is red velvet over here. Look.
That's the red velvet. Okay, so here's my question on how you eat a cupcake, because I feel like it changes the
Oh,
way
yeah.
that it tastes. So Treacle, how do you eat a cupcake?
I mean,
Pro
you
strats.
have to just get your face in there and just try and get a good cross section. I think it doesn't make any sense to just lick off all the icing. That doesn't represent the entire
Right.
cupcake, does it? You need to just get a good cross section with a little bit of everything in it, and you just get your face in and chomp it. Basically, that's my strat.
I have
heard
an
it first.
alternative strat for you to try.
Go on.
So you have the cupcake. You take the bottom half of the cake off of the cupcake part. So you have a tinier layer of cupcake and you have the frosting. Then you have another layer. And you put that on top of it. So it's cupcake, cake, icing, and then cupcake, cake, and you have a sandwich.
What?
That's good.
This is blowing my mind.
You're welcome.
That's good.
I hate to say,
Straight
I
from
had
America.
many a day trying to figure out the best way to eat a cupcake, and that was it. So
Be right back. I'm
It's
going to the shop.
science.
Saw that.
I need to try that now. I can't. I don't think I'm going to be able to rest until I've tried that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm with Matt on that. Yeah, I need to. So thank you for enlightening us with that.
Okay.
welcome.
That's
Team Sandy,
See.
changing lives. One
So ice cream cake and cupcakes.
that's it.
It's worth having some Americans in here. Absolutely. So cupcakes, Tree. Where do you rate a? I don't think there's any other
if
cupcakes
it's
on there.
generically, if it's just a generic cupcake as a dessert, I mean, a cupcake's nice with a cup of tea, but is it dessert? I mean, but the same with the macarons. They're not really a dessert for me. They're something I'd have with a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Maybe we could make tier. Can we just mess with the tiers? Could tier C be not a dessert, something I would have with a cup of tea? Because if so,
Sure.
then let's make tier C have with a cup of tea. So we'll put the macarons there, but we'll also put the cupcakes there, I think. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Cupcakes
Okay.
for breakfast. Love it.
Yeah.
You've heard it here first. You've heard it here first. That's right. So we've got, I'm guessing, cinnamon
Cinnamon
swirls.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
I do.
Definitely for breakfast.
Oh yeah. I definitely love a cinnamon roll. Again, but that is it a dessert? I think we're gonna have quite a few in tier C. Because they're absolutely delicious. But I've never had one as a dessert. I've only had one with a cup of tea or just stuff in my face in the middle of the afternoon. But never at the end of a meal. So I don't know.
I get it.
What did
Yeah,
Jack think?
It's a bit more of like a snacky option, but it's also it's a bit heavier than a cupcake though, isn't it? That's the thing. It's a bit heavier than your macaron. What are we saying, chat? Portugal says, "Give me the rolls."
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, rolls give.
and they
Disney
want the
has
Disney
jumbo ones. Nice. I've never had a Disney one, but they had a what was
There's
it?
this-
What's that place
in
called?
the mall called Cinnabon.
That one.
And
Cinnabon.
they're like this fucking
Well,
big. Like,
No, now, because economy, they're like this big. But they used to be like
They
this
used to
big. when I was a youngster, they were about this big.
the good old 90s.
Yay! You used to be able to just get the center cut out of the cinnamon roll. You know, when it was this big, you used to just get the center cut out as like a different purchasing option. You could just get a center, and it was slightly cheaper, but it had, you know, all of the gooey, more of the gooey stuff.
The gooey.
They
I
sold
love
those all the time.
That's amazing. I mean, I don't think of it as a dessert. So I would technically put it in C, but I really do love them.
Could it be conceded to a B? You know, just gonna sneak up.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chuck it in B. Go on.
Chuck it in B, yeah.
B, all the way,
Yeah.
B.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Maybe B could be. I wouldn't have it with the T. I would have the T with the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorted. Next is what? Is this like just a cookie, or is this like a?
It's got drizzle on it.
Yeah, is it like a
Is it
half
funnel
baked
cake?
That
Like-
would be not a
That's
funnel
not-
cake.
We've got cookies
That would
down
be-
there. Because you can get like
Is that like a
half-baked
bark?
You can get like half-baked cookie like desserts, don't you? And then that's
Cookie dough?
like a cookie dough dessert. Yeah. Are we saying that? Does anyone else think that's anything different?
Horsekel has an opinion, and I'm so glad she did. She says that's a pizzoki, so I'm now going to
That's a
go
what?
with a pizzoki.
Pizzoki.
I
mean,
don't know what a
She is
pizzoki is.
she is not renowned for her spelling or her typing, so Pizzuki, Pizookie. Yeah.
Do
Oh,
the
it's
Google.
It's a pizza cookie. It's a pizza.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'll
Wow.
go with that. It's a pizza cookie.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
We call those cookie cakes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did call this cookie.
Now I know that they exist. I mean, I think that's the fact that it's got a blob of ice cream makes it a dessert. I think. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it was just the cookie, maybe not. But I'd quite like that. If it's like a nice soft cookie, maybe slightly crispy outside, soft warm inside, your ice cream melting
A la
gently
mode.
over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
This is
probably
full dessert.
stick that in there. Yeah, stick that in A for now.
Hey, for now. Oh, we've got no S's
Yeah.
yet. This is interesting.
Just using the power of imagination.
You'll have to try it and be like, Team Sanity, I've changed my mind. It's we need to move it. What have we got here? Is this a pancake? Do we think? A folded pancake?
It looks like
crepe?
turnover.
A crepe?
a crepe.
I like those. They're nice. And it's a nice light dessert. I might go through stuff and then decide what kind of like final round up and then just like pick
Course.
out the things that are S tier, because I'm not very good at decisions.
You're not ready to
Why
commit
did I
to any
suggest
yet.
This? I'm terrible at decisions. Why would I think this would be a good idea? I mean, oh my goodness. Let's just so stick it in A for now, and then we can revisit the A's and then decide what would be S's.
Crepes are
interesting.
great with mimosas. So.
Crepes and mimosas. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a party right there. Pretzels.
Oh god.
Chocolate
Where's
covered.
that?
Yeah, it's dipped pretzels.
Dipped pretzels. These are a different animal, a different beast.
a whole different.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't mean to
pretzels
insult dipped pretzels there.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my. Yeah, it's not a dessert. I'm sorry, it's
Mm.
not a dessert. What dipped or not, pretzels ain't. They would really hope that my obsessed with pretzels. We have a pretzel counter in the stream. He is so obsessed that pretzels are. I mean, we've got emotes that are pretzels because of him, because of his absolute utter obsession. So fortunately he's not here, because otherwise he would have something to say about it. Stick him in C. They're
Okay,
with a cup of tea.
We won't tell them, don't worry. And that's something actually I'd love to bring up, is that I'd love how you've tailored things in your stream for your community and for your mods. Obviously, you've got the pretzels, you've got Kitsu's little avatar as well. Yeah, I love that. So it's not just a channel that's centered around you, which it very well can be. You've got your community very well embedded again in the design of your channel. I love that. I love it so much.
Yeah, and Ant's just posted that you can see I've got my ant emote for him. I've got my Kitsu emote. Horsekale's got her own emote that I had designed, and I'm working on the others. So we're looking at getting some more, because I've got a few new mods in, and I just want to include them. So my next Stream Raiders skin. So my first Stream Raiders skin is a flag bearer. With one of the first emotes that we unlocked, and we felt it was really important. We have a pride cupcake, and it was just a part of our community that we felt was really important. That was one of the first emotes we had, and it felt that should be our first skin in Stream Raiders. So you can walk around with your little pride cupcake on your flag. But my second one is going to be a warrior with an ant head on it, and my plan is to keep unlocking the skins and to keep getting my mods little units on our battlefields. So
I love that.
I think it's so important to include them, because they give up so much of their time, and they're so awesome, and I'd be nothing without my mods. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I
That's so
also want to
inclusive.
let you know that chat likes to get a little boozy with their dessert.
Hell yeah.
I'm not
Oh, sorry.
I'm not shocked.
Oh yes. God, coffee, tea, water, all tied, but yep, alcoholic drink was the winner.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, chat.
Well, that's
what are
great
you
here
like?
without us.
What do you like? Right, what are these? These are like what? Cream-filled
They're
Are they like-
cannolis.
cannolis? Okay,
Okay.
sure. I'll take your word for it.
It's Italian.
Yeah, it's Italian, but you have them in America more than we have them over here.
Oh,
I've heard of them. I've seen.
You're
them
just
on
closer to
TV.
Italy.
I know, right?
That's why it makes
I would
no
like
sense.
more It's mad. It's mad. So cannoli are Italian pastry shaped shells filled with a sweet, creamy filling, usually containing ricotta, a staple of Sicilian cuisine. They range in size from they look nice. Ooh, I'm not sure. Maybe a dessert.
Mm,
They do
Are they-
look tasty, and if
yeah, they do. They look
I
good. but-
confirm definitely dessert.
yeah, they're not a tea
yeah,
thing.
they've got
To be
cream.
honest, I'm gonna disagree.
Really?
I think they would probably be C tier. So my husband goes to an Italian market where they import all the ingredients and they make it there. And I gotta be honest, I'm not a fan of the shells. The cream inside of it is good. But most of the time when he gets them, I'm like, it's okay, you can have mine. I have had a cannoli cake before where
Oh,
my
yeah.
whole cake was made out of that. And they lined the outside of the cake, and the inside was the cannoli cream, and that was fucking delicious.
Wow.
But I think the shells kind of are like, I'm not a fan.
Okay.
Well, I will. I mean, what's Horsekale? What do you say? How do I keep this? Horsekale is my bodyguard, my tormentor, and my friend. So
So you've
I
got a
trust-
tormentor and a betrayer in your
oh yeah,
ranks.
yeah, oh, yeah, and then some. Yes. So Horse Girl says C, so I trust her as much as anyone can trust Horse Girl. Yes.
Excellent.
Let's go
Horse Girl says C. It's in. Perfect. So this is cheesecake, right? That's got to be a cheesecake.
There you go. There's a definite poll that everybody can vote on that T will always be the winner. There you go.
Yes. I'm gonna go with T in capitals.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah, definitely. I am definitely a tea person.
Tea over coffee?
Yeah, I mean, I've started drinking a lot more coffee recently because I don't have much in way of milk. So I've been drinking lots of black coffee with 1 sugar, which is kind of the Dutch way, I think. But no, I've been a tea person for years and years and years, and I love it, and I will never give up my tea. Yeah, tea.
You made sure there was time between your stream ending today and the showcase starting. There was tea making time ready, wasn't there? Was there?
Oh yeah. I started this stream with tea. Yeah, definitely.
What are we saying for cheesecake then? I'm a big fan of cheesecake.
It's one of my favorite things. Yeah, it's one of my favorite
Good.
things in the world. I mean, I would immediately punt that up to S.
I was gonna say, is this going to be the first S tier? It's in.
I think, yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah.
But what flavour cheesecakes do people like? Because it's quite varied. I mean, I personally, I do like. And does key lime pie? Does that? I guess that's different to you guys.
Yes.
For me, it's kind of quite similar, but I like that too. But I like a nice New York cheesecake, just a nice vanilla, and then maybe with maybe some cherry, like a coulis or something. Just a little bit of a sauce to go with it, but just a bit, because I really love the purity of the vanilla. And yeah, I love all cheesecakes. They're all very dear to me, but I do love the purity of a plain, simple vanilla cheesecake.
I'm on the same as you there, Tree. I don't know is it still a New York cheesecake? Does that terminology? Is that the same in America? Like a New York cheesecake is just that thick vanilla cheesecake, and it's so good. It's so good. Is that the same in America?
Whenever I go to a place, if they call it a New York cheesecake versus a regular cheesecake, it's usually just an excuse to charge you an extra $1.
It's the plain. It's viewed as plain cheesecake, because that's just the normal cheesecake, and then you have flavors and stuff. Like, I actually love key lime cheesecake, so there's key lime pie, but then they also have the same flavors inside of cheesecake, which is just so good. So good.
Love that. Brownies.
I'm divided personally on brownies because you can have fudgy brownies, which are amazing, or you can have cakey brownies. Oh no. Well, I mean, I guess you could have pot brownies, but you can have pot brownies either way. I meant that you could have fudge or you could have cake, and they're two very different types of brownies.
Like, cakey brownie is overcooked brownie, right? I'm under the impression that cakey brownie is overcooked.
Well, you can have a fully cooked brownie that has the gooey stuff in it, or you can have a fully cooked brownie that doesn't have any. It just depends on if you have like extra chocolate stuff that melts at a different temperature. If you want the baking how-tos, or you can just undercook it and have it be all gooey, but then salmonella and unaliving is usually not a good idea.
It's worth the risk for fudgy brownies. It's worth.
Yeah. I mean, I never eat undercooked batter.
Me neither.
No, never.
My husband though is a cake brownie person, and I'm a fudge brownie person, so we never get along whenever there's brownies involved. We fight in the grocery store about the type of brownie mix to get. It's like a fun fight though.
Just a full-blown domestic in the middle of the supermarket.
Over brownie.
No, we're getting this one.
sneakily putting his back and putting mine in the cart. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do such a thing.
No. Go, Tree. What's your way in for brownies?
Yes.
I mean, because they over here you can get like a box with lots and lots of brownies in it. You know, like from the supermarkets, from the bakery section, and that's B tier. But you could also go to a restaurant and have like a proper brownie dessert, which would be like a nice warm slab of brownies, soft in the middle, maybe with some ice cream, maybe with a little bit of cream or something, maybe with chocolate sauce warm over the top. And that's definitely a really sexy dessert. So yeah, it depends on which sort of brownie, which is a point that's already been made. So if it's the proper warm gooey brownie with a nice sauce or ice cream, then it's definitely a really lovely dessert, and possibly even S tier if it's done properly. I've had some really nice stuff, the gooey in the middle type thing. But is that more of a pudding rather than a brownie? Is that like a chocolate fudge pudding that I'm getting drawn to rather than just a brownie? So if it's just a brownie, I'd be going for B. It would be something that I would see, I would pop the kettle on, and I would have a cup of tea to go with my brownie, because it's a chocolate fix, right?
Yeah.
So that's if it's just like one that you pick up from the supermarket. Yeah, I think there's a difference between supermarket and restaurant brownies. So
Got it. And these are like brownie bites here, right? So I think these are your tea brownies. But from the picture,
yeah.
I think. So are we saying B for these?
Yes, for these particular brownies.
Yeah.
These would be with a cup of tea.
Sorry, guys. You should have gone for a better picture.
Yeah. Can I just say that I love that now a qualifying event in the sorting of our dessert goods is their sexiness.
I loved that.
Sorry.
No, that was brilliant. I loved it. Don't be sorry.
Sexiness only. Sexy desserts only.
Yeah, this is the sexiness of desserts tier list. What is this? Are we saying this is a tiramisu, maybe?
Yeah. That's
Yes.
Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not a fan personally.
I like it with coffee.
I am such a hoe for tiramisu.
I'm all over. All right, so I'm gonna clip that.
That is one
Sorry.
sexy dessert. Are we
It is.
are we
I
S
think-
tiering this
horse
bad
colour,
boy then?
I'd love to S tier a good tiramisu. I would, S tier it.
I love that. I love
Horse
that.
colour Twinsies.
S all the way S.
Oh,
Got it.
Kitsu.
Nice. I got you.
It's coming. Don't worry.
Same wavelength.
It's on its way. It's on its way. So we've got I guess there's a few cakes in here. I don't really get the difference between the one that we've got a little bit later on and this one. But is this just like just a cake?
This one is funfetti cake.
Oh.
The other one is not funfetti.
It's birthday cake, which is a different flavor.
Correct.
Oh. So this one that we're looking at now, the funfetti is the birthday cake flavored. Is that right?
No.
Okay, the other one is birthday cake flavored.
Yes.
Correct.
Because it's got a balloon.
I clearly need to move to America because the diversity in baked goods is unmatched by the looks of it.
I know. My
I
British
mean-
eyes are just seeing them as the exact same cake. I can't translate the difference between the two.
Well, I
I'm
think
so glad that's it.
one is focusing more on the sprinkles and one is focusing more on the flavor of the cake.
Okay.
So the first one, the funfetti, is like, look, it's just a plain vanilla cake, but we added some sprinkles in it. And the other one is it has sprinkles in it, but the flavor of the cake is not vanilla. It's birthday cake, which is its own flavor.
Wow.
It's got more of a frosting flavor. It's got more of a frosting flavor in the batter itself, in addition to the frosting that's on it.
Okay. And Milady, I agree. I'm learning so much.
See, it's what I'm telling you. you know, you guys have healthcare, we have dessert. What's the trade-off?
I really love vanilla flavored stuff, and I love like buttercream filling. It's one of my favorite types of cake is, I don't think it's here, it's just a traditional Victoria sponge, maybe with so you've got your jam and you've got your vanilla buttercream, and it's just the simplicity. I'm old, is that why I like really simple stuff. So
No.
I don't. Horsecow, you might have to help me with this one, because you know me. Obviously, given our responses to some of these things, we have very similar tastes, or you at least have shown that you know me. Where would we stick this funfetti one? Where would that go, darling?
Hate
Horsekill
funfetti.
hates confetti. Interesting.
That is a
Yeah.
strong opinion.
That is about a cake. That's a very strong opinion about
is.
a baked good. Wow.
A cake that Horsekill, I think, would
who
look
hurt
at and
you?
say, "No, I'm good." Which is, you know, that's
Well, it's worth noting that I think funfetti only comes in a box, and you can't go to a
Ah.
restaurant and order a funfetti cake. Like
No.
they're just like, you just get
Okay.
a birthday cake.
so it's a very
Um,
artificial cake then.
It's
It
very
is.
much for kids.
It is.
It's like
Okay.
a kid's cake. Because they're excited
Okay.
about the colors. They're like, it's got sprinkles. Yeah.
Okay. Horsecow, I'll let you place the funfetti cake. Where would you place it? Because you know you're part of the Treecle channel, so
Go on, Horsekill. This is up to you.
it's sprinkle flavored.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what I'm hearing
D.
is
D.
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 Yeah.
No.
D.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
the
it
first in
sounds like
D.
that's because it's color over substance. Is how it looks. They want it
Yeah.
to look like a unicorn's vomited over it actually tasting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or a mermaid, depending on how you decorate it.
There.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll
Thank
do
you,
it.
Horsecow.
A few more of these, and then we can we'll take a break before. I know
Oh.
Kitsu's eagerly waiting for us to get to the donut, but you know we can't have all. We can't, you know, we need to hold them on for a little bit longer. So we'll do a few more of these, and then we can see some tree clips and find out a little bit more about you and your community. But ice creams, I think this is fairly standard, right? Ice cream cones.
Yeah. It's it's a fine dessert. It's not S tier for me. Ice cream is ice cream. Yeah, it's just an A. It is
An
a
A?
dessert rather than an accompaniment with a hot drink. It's not terrible. It's pretty uninspiring. But I it depends on the flavor, I guess.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, stick it in A for now. I may
Okay.
get stronger about it later.
Yeah.
See.
The tone in your voice, I thought you were going to sway more towards a B, but okay, A. I mean, it's it's got the versatility,
thing
I
is-
guess.
B is, I would have this, and I would make a cup of tea. Go
Oh, I
with this
see.
item.
Of course. Yeah.
So
Can you
that's-
rename the tiers instead of A and B? Can you click on those and rename them? Or the cog, can you rename it? Yes, there you go. Is that
Oh.
helpful?
What are we calling B? So B is tea with
Tea.
cake, right?
So it wasn't one of them would make a cup of tea in order to have this, which
Yeah,
means
so-
it's a good tea one. So would make tea for. And then the other one is an accompaniment with tea. Do you get the distinction? Is one is like you would go out of your way to make a cup of tea because you want that inside you.
Got it. Is that? Oh, yep. Okay. And C was. And what did we say? C was. Sorry. What was your wording for that tree? That was.
Well, that was would accompany tea. And the other one is tea would accompany this.
Oh, I've got them the wrong way around, haven't I? Okay.
Yeah, it's all about which one is the star of the show.
You're right. Exactly.
Whether it's the tea or the accompaniment.
Great. And. God, what was the wording again? My brain is not comprehending this.
Tea
Uh,
would
you-
accompany this.
You could just say, who is the star of the show? The T is the star.
But
Look, I've typed it now.
Yeah,
That's
tea would
it.
accompany
Okay, we
this.
can rename
It's
this
fine.
later. I've had enough of spelling.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, fine. Yeah, good. We're good. Okay, so ice cream's in A. So, red velvet cake. This is standard, right? That's easy. A good red velvet cake. Buttercream icing.
Oh
I
no,
don't
cream
think
cheese icing.
Cream
yeah.
cheese.
I've never
Yeah.
had this cake. I've never had red velvet cake. I
You
don't
not?
think.
It's
I
so
don't think
good.
so. I mean, I know it
wine.
exists, but
It's so good with
Wine.
wine.
It's so good with wine. It's so good with wine.
yes, Stranger Times. This is a dessert tier list.
Absolutely, it
Yeah.
is. Absolutely. So, okay, so you haven't had red velvet then. So, what do you think then,
You're
chat?
gonna
We
have
need to.
describe it.
How do you describe red velvet cake?
It's sort of like chocolate. Sort of.
But it's not.
But it's
it
just not
almost
as.
Has, I would say sometimes it almost has a like a very small hint of berryness, but not at all at the same time.
Clear as mud.
Yeah, it's
Thank
really
you.
hard. It's really hard to describe what a red
It
velvet
tastes
cake
like
is
red
to someone.
velvet.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very decadent.
Yeah.
Decadent.
It's-
It's
Mm.
thick. It's opulent. It's very
Ooh.
I don't
Heavy.
know.
Oh,
It's a heavy
heavy,
flavor.
expensive. It tastes very just like I'm better than all the other cakes.
yeah.
It's what
Yeah.
it tastes like to me.
Okay.
Yeah. It tastes like it's
Sounds
covered
like-
in pearls.
It tastes like royalty.
Okay. I would go for tea would accompany this then. It sounds
Okay.
like something I would make a cup of tea in order to honor. I wouldn't
Good.
necessarily order it as a dessert, but
Yeah.
it sounds scrummy.
Yeah. You're gonna have to try a
Yeah,
red
it's
velvet
not
cake
as
and-
sweet.
Mm.
It's not as sweet. It's strong in its own flavor, but it's not as sweet. And you have cream cheese frosting instead of like vanilla buttercream or something, because it's also not as sweet, and they really complement each other.
The
you
not
get
sweetness
wine.
may take it down to the other tea one, because if there's another cake there which has vanilla-ness and sweetness, then that would be a nudge above because I have a sweet tooth. So maybe
Yeah,
it might
it's-
be the
it's-
one below.
See,
We're thinking a drop.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
like
I
that.
wouldn't drop it because there might be a cake that I would appreciate more for my own personal taste. That's
Got
what
it.
I'm learning about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, one more until we have a little break from cakes. Not that anyone ever needs that. Schmoz, right? S'mores.
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 S'mores. No H.
Like I
Yeah.
want some more.
So we don't really get these in the UK, do we? Like, I don't
You
think
don't
I've
get
never.
them, you make them.
But I've never made them. Like, yeah.
It's camping stuff right there. Camping food.
Is it?
So I've
mm,
seen on TV
Forceville
shows.
says
Yeah.
love.
It's marshmallows,
Okay.
melted chocolate, melted marshmallows, and graham crackers.
Damn
you
it.
say
Warm, it's
graham, don't
gooey.
you?
Yeah.
That confused me for ages. That's how you pronounce that. And Craigslist as well. For years I thought it was Craigslist.
It's Craigslist.
But yeah, and your graham crackers are they the equivalent to our digestive biscuits? But then you have a digestive biscuit, which isn't our digestive biscuit. It's so confusing.
I know.
Yeah, Craigslist.
We don't have
That's-
digestive biscuits. That sounds like something we would get at the doctor's office.
Yeah, exactly. That's what people were saying to me, and I'm like, but they're really nice. And so
That
I think we
sounds-
worked
yeah.
out that. Yeah, it's not our digestive biscuits. I think what you guys call graham crackers, and because we use that as a cheesecake base, which is
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah. So I think our digestive biscuits are your
Okay.
graham crackers.
Is that what you'd use Graham's crackers for? Is cheesecake based?
You can use it as a base for cheesecake and stuff. Some people prefer it.
Okay.
They're really like honey. Honey is what makes them sweet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So honeyed digestive biscuits. Yeah, why does he have all the crackers? Stranger Times, this is unfair. We need to share this Graham person. Yeah. I don't necessarily. I don't know. I don't.
They're not going
I
to
mean,
be
do people go to restaurants and order it as a dessert? It sounds
cannot.
like a
You cannot.
fireside, a campfire type dessert to me.
Yes. Because you can
Definitely
take all of the components and they don't have to be refrigerated or stored anywhere for preservative sakes. You toast the marshmallows and you put it next to the chocolate, which melts the chocolate, and the graham crackers, so you can eat it.
I light mine on fire.
Because you're a little violent.
On purpose. I will light it on fire. I'll give it a second and then I'll blow it out. And then the outside of the marshmallow is all crispy. And then I'll tear off that part and I'll eat it. And then I'll take the graham cracker to get the gooey part.
They're very sticky.
Yeah.
Very
Sounds
sticky. Very
delicious.
popular with children.
I think that
That would
it's.
explain why Cal likes it.
Oh,
Delicious.
So I think that they're not dessert, I guess. So I feel like, are they going to be in one of these
They're like a snack.
tea tiers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put it as I would make a cup of tea. Because I would, and perhaps as part of my day, like I would have a tea as part of my day. I would, like to sit down in an afternoon and stuff my face with one of those. So stick it in what used to be B, which is now tea would accompany this.
Great. Perfect. Cool. Right. More tier listing will come. Don't worry, Kitsu. The donuts will be here. But I want to see some tree clips. I don't know about you guys, but I really want to see some tree clips. And
Yes.
I've got some good
Ooh,
clips here.
tree clips. Would they be called branches?
They might. They might.
Yes, we're dessert peeps. I got you.
Oh, hang on. Let me before I do this, let me just mute
Pause
the
music.
music so you guys can hear everything. Right. Here we go.
Let's check. I apologize in advance for these clips. Understood, Tippy. I understand. And I am a happy little tree wren. I am.
See, I love that clip. It's a short one, but I feel like it really shows just the wholesomeness of your stream, and this sets it apart. And this is what I was talking about earlier with how you have visually kind of created your channel like that. Just your whole stream design is wonderful, and it's got a really nice kind of. I think that's why it's hard to get words to describe of how nice it is to be in your stream, like not even just from a chat perspective but also a visual perspective as well. And because you played that, I can't remember the name of that game, but you've played that quite a lot as well, right?
Yeah, that was Pathfinder. That was one of my geeky games that I spent quite a while playing it, and it was hard because it's a chewy game, it's a serious game, and the people who follow that, generally I love them all very much, but they're big nerds, and that puts a lot of pressure on someone who isn't massively. I enjoy that, and I enjoy the storytelling and stuff, but there's a lot of pressure when you have people who play these games so intensely and then they come and watch you. Yeah, I might have to pick that up again because that's where Treecle came from.
Of course, and Treecle is one of these. I can't remember which, but we will find out more about Treecle. So I love Treecle. Treecle's great. This one I loved as well. So this. So
this was a general Comic-Con. So yeah, but there were Star Trek and Star Wars people there, and I saw Chewbacca, and Chewbacca face palmed at me, and it was hilarious, I thought. So yeah, that's me giggling away at Chewbacca face palming me because I mashed the two. So there we go. You see Matt's at the bottom of that clip. Is that why you picked it?
Oh, that was the little Moltres or something, wasn't they? I actually only spotted that afterwards. But I liked that. Like I liked the trolliness to it. And it was the story there that you did. So, because I think at the beginning of the clip you're talking about the Star Trek and Star Wars like mashup, right? And that's why you got the Chewbacca facepalm.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I've
I don't
You
understand. What
don't-
do you mean mashup? What do you mean?
So you have Star Trek and you have Star Wars. Okay, and
Right.
there's two very strong, fierce following. Okay, so
Okay.
you don't tend to. I would never dress like that at a specific Star Wars or Star Trek convention because I would get lynched. I would
You would.
not leave
Yeah.
unscathed.
No, you would not.
It's
You
sacrilegious.
yeah.
What? I don't know.
But-
But
People feel very strongly about their fandoms in
Yep.
Yes.
Star Trek and
Yes.
Star Wars.
I
Very
guess I just
strong.
don't understand because that looks very Star Wars to me. So I don't understand.
Oh, okay. So I was wearing a Star Trek original series science kind of nurse's dress. So that's what the outfit I was wearing was Star Trek, and the character was
Okay.
Star Wars, the Twi'lek, with her Leku. So and that was at a general convention. I live quite close to a convention centre, the Exeter in London, which is great because it means that I can just walk to conventions. And so I have been to a Star Trek convention, which was amazing. It had all captains there. Sorry, nerding out it was good. But yeah, so I could walk to the conventions, and that was Comic-Con a few years ago. And I just loved it when we went there, and there were some stormtroopers as we came in, and they saw the Twi'lek, and they were kind of role playing along. And there was a massive queue, and they kind of like got up and they were like ready to accost me and just like properly role play. And then they saw that I was in a Star Trek outfit, and they were just like, how do we role play with this?
What do? How interact?
Yeah. And then
Such
when we saw
confused.
Chewbacca later, to get Chewbacca face palming at me, it was just it was brilliant. And one of the nicest moments and just funniest moments. It was I've never seen myself laughing that. I was really, really happy, and it was a laugh. Friend who took the photo, Laz, just caught me off guard. I didn't know he was taking the photo, and that's like my favorite photo, even though you can't tell it's me. I have blue skin. There you go.
It's impressive makeup. I love that was caught on camera. Like you've got that as a memory forever as a picture. I love that.
Yeah.
Did you get blue on everything?
Yes, I did.
Yep. Yeah. Of course. As one does,
Amazing.
I love that. So you very much like Star Trek then, obviously.
I do quite like Star Trek. I probably am more into Star Trek than Star Wars. And I can roughly count to 5 in Klingon verbally. Like it's been years, but I do.
Oh.
People don't like a woman who can count to 5 in Klingon. So
Well, they can speak for themselves.
Can we ask for it?
Please.
It's firstly I just want to say hi, Sumi, little Sumi-kins. Thank you for being here, darling. I love you.
Hey,
lot.
Sumi.
Okay, so it's something. Bearing in mind, I learned this like 20 or so years ago. It's something like ba cha veg los veg, something like that.
Oh, I love it so much.
Like might be a little bit off, but I think being half Dutch helps with Klingon because Asumi knows that we can do the sounds like godverdomme. There's overlap with Klingon, which is nice. It helps.
You were
So I'm
born
gonna
to learn Klingon.
clip that.
I have very little idea what's going on, but I'm okay with it.
I'm all here for it.
I'm sorry.
Just happy to be
Don't
here.
be sorry. It's amazing. I love it. I'm excited for this next clip. So I've kind of lined these up in a way. So we've kind of looked at some nice, wholesome clips, and now they start to transition. And this one I'm excited about, and you can probably see Tree
God.
where this one's going.
Fine. Oh. Asmo. Lord Asmodeus. Thank you so much for releasing me. Now, where was I? I believe I was thanking someone because we just had a sub. I am a fan of a sub, you know.
Oh.
So
Oh.
introduce
Oh.
us, Tree.
That's Treecle. She's my alter ego.
Yep.
My chat seems to prefer her to me. Um, she's cool. Treecle is Captain Sumi's wife. Treecle gets around a bit. She's a lot of people's, favorite person. But she could probably say hello now if you would like, I guess. Did you want to see Treecle?
I think we do.
Yes.
I think we
Yes,
do.
please.
Yeah, I don't think we even need to ask chat, and I think
I
Treecle
don't even
will.
think we. I think we
Tre-
need it.
I think we need Treecle, and Treevle's response to the final clips that we've got will be perfect.
She won't be. She will not be hanging around that long. Fear not. Oh my word! So embarrassed.
Hi.
Hi, Treecle.
Hello.
Hello. Lovely to see you, Captain Sumi. It's always delightful to see you, darling, and my little mischievous horse cow. Wonderful, wonderful. Ant is such a good boy. Bless his little heart. Hi.
So
I hope
Treecle,
you've been...
wonderful to see
Yes.
you. We're showcasing Treacle's channel, and everyone really wanted to meet you. So, is there anything in the introduction to Treacle's channel that you think Tree would have missed that you wanna share?
Well, if she didn't tell you about me, then she's obviously a very large part, because I'm obviously the most popular part of her channel. The fact that I rarely come out is it's a shame, I have to say. It's a shame. But she's a little bit boring, and so every so often I pop out, and I kind of don't pop out. That's for Treacle After Dark. But yes, I like to provide balance. I gang up with the mod, and if you like wholesome stuff, then follow Treacle. And if you want to see me every so often, then also follow Treacle. And if you're lucky, you will see me.
I love that.
Call me Matt.
I love you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Dommy, mommy.
There we go.
And I'll be right back, guys.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
no! Is everything okay? The internet being mean.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we've got
Yeah.
you back. I haven't got you on
Okay.
video though. We've got you.
That's rude. That's so rude. I'll come back. We can carry on talking whilst I try and find myself.
Okay.
I think Treacle did that. She's...
Yeah, Treacle,
How
because Treacle
dare
needed
she.
to Treacle was needed to go, so that was it. The stream was over. Treacle's gone, the stream's done. I love that. So Tree, how did Treacle come about then?
Because
Yeah, we got you.
I should be back now. The Pathfinder streams, as I said earlier, were quite chewy, and I wanted to add in something a little bit different to those streams, so I added her in as a redeem. And then I stopped streaming Pathfinder, but people still wanted to see her, so she comes out every so often, and I don't always have the redeem switched on, because I don't always feel like channeling her, because she's a bit of a cow. But Yeah, and sometimes if I see someone who I know is a particularly big fan of her, I will ignore the fact that the redeem isn't on, and I will just pop out and say hello as Treecle for them. You know, if Sumi needs Treecle, then Treecle will be there for Sumi, for example. Don't talk about my wife like that. Um,
Is she
yes,
accepting
she
wife
came
applications?
through.
You've missed your chance to
Yeah.
ask now. That's it.
But yes, yeah, she's just accidentally grown to be a part of the channel, to the point where I've actually been collating items for a Treecle cosplay, if you can cosplay your own character.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
because I can't drink with her on, so I've got some really dark lipsticks, and I've got a wig that's arrived that's downstairs, and I'm ordering some horns and things, and I have the intention, hopefully at some point, going back to my goals, would be to launch Treacle After Dark, which would be once a month on my Friday night slot. Treecle would host instead of Treacle, and I don't know what games we play, but
I can think of a
There we
I'm trying really,
Oh.
really, really hard to
Yep.
contain myself.
Did you have to mute your mic, Cuddle?
I have
That
been
was-
a couple of times, yes.
Oh, I love Treeville.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's hardcore waifu energy.
Thank
I was
goodness
loving 'cause-
Lesby isn't here.
Oh lord.
Yeah, Lesbie's gonna need to watch back over this. Right. Let's watch the next clip.
I can already see where this is going.
Smitty, I just attract it. I'm the wholesome streamer. I rarely swear. I'm wholesome as fuck. And yet I attract boners and peni.
It's just the I'm wholesome as fuck.
Yep. I love that. I love that so much. I feel like we need I feel like we need more of that on everywhere.
Everywhere.
I think
Mhm.
that.
The internet. We on the
we
internet.
need more of that on the internet.
I mean, only you, Tree, would have a words on stream round with that.
That wasn't even the worst one, was it? You know, it's yeah. I had yeah. It is what it is. I just attract them.
Right, a couple more. Let's just while we're in the flow of all this good stuff.
That's quite a lot of penises for one stream. I think that's quite enough, isn't it? I think we've had our fill.
I mean, you do it yourself with the wording as well, because you also have a quote command in your streams as well, right?
Yes. Why? Why did I do that?
I just so many things that are just amazing about this.
Yeah, but that was Matt's fault. That clip.
Matt, how could you?
Like
I mean, I kind of facilitated it, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
You know, bringing the penises into your stream was not my doing.
They
I
were
mean-
already there.
No, he did. He brought he raided me, and he brought
Oh.
Dobby,
oh.
and then we did a Dobby clip, and there were peni, and I think there'd been previous peni too. So yeah, we were just commenting about the number of peni that Dobby had brought to the stream. I mean, it's yeah. Thanks
sure
for
there
clipping
was-
that whole tell.
There was about, I think, 4 or 5 quotes added within about a minute of that clip being shown.
Can see why. I love it.
And this one, I couldn't resist keeping tree. Oh,
And if you were watching me, I'd be wriggling along the ground, doing the worm, squirting at stuff. Okay.
You know, I don't
Oh.
understand what is so funny. All of these things are very, straightforward. There's absolutely no way these can be misconstrued as anything else.
Never. Nope.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Why do these things? Yeah.
I don't understand.
Sumi. I think that's a new clip for Sumi there.
Chat, why are you like this?
But yeah, I was told by another streamer that I somehow provide low hanging fruit, and yeah, my mods just grab that fruit. So that's how the clips come about.
You can't. You can't say that kind of stuff to, especially your chat. Like you.
It is the internet.
Yeah.
Amazing. So tell us a bit about your, because I know you've got a very well established community as we know, but you've got a lot of well, you've got a name for your community, haven't you? And that this spans quite a lot through your channel.
The community,
Yep.
or yeah, or Cake. Because Cake started off, that was my guild, and we were a Warcraft guild, and that's. Oh, I mean, a few years ago, Blizzard helped us celebrate our birthday and sent us some stuff and a lovely letter, and it was a really kind thing for them to do. And yeah, so Cake was originally a Warcraft guild. And that came up just because we were always talking about cake all the time, because we love food. So that's how it got its name. And I met a bunch of really cool people. And even though I eventually did leave WoW, I saw a question earlier on, by the way, asking about the patch. I haven't played the latest patch. I stopped playing WoW a few months ago. I moved to Final Fantasy XIV, and we have a free company in that, and that's called Cake, and we have a free company house. But I have stopped playing that as well because I have a full-time job. I work Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. Then at 6 o'clock on a Friday night, I start streaming, and then I stream from 2 o'clock till 10 or 11 o'clock on a Saturday and a Sunday. So I don't have time to play Final Fantasy XIV anymore. So the free company is in great hands, and if any of the community want to join the Final Fantasy XIV free company or the Warcraft guild, the guild Cake still exists. It's being led by Bear, who's one of our mods. Then people can join those things, and they'll get a similar vibe. They'll get the friendly vibe if they want to join us in either of those games. But yeah, the community would kind of just spread out. I don't know how, but we've got bigger, and we just seem to attract some really cool people and some like-minded people who love terrible puns and enjoy slightly bullying me, but it's all done in good humor. And yeah, I adore my community so very much. They're so supportive. I mean, look how many are hanging around here now.
I know.
Middle-aged millennial, see, there's another one. It's amazing, and I love them to bits, and I get so overwhelmed whenever I think about them.
Oh, it's amazing. And
You could say that you really laid down roots.
I love you so much. You're perfect.
Sorry, I was holding on to that for a few minutes. I want to get it out.
Yeah, no, perfect. Because again, that's what again, it's streamer goals with what you've got with your branding is community, and you've got your tree motes, and how you fit tree into so many words and kind of embed it into your community is, I love it. I love it so much. It's perfect.
If it doesn't fit, I will try to mash it in there regardless. I just force it in there. Yeah.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yep.
the word tree.
It's
Oh,
too late now.
okay.
The clips have been shown.
Nope.
Yeah. Wait for the...
So going away from the low hanging fruit, what if you could go back to the beginning from when you started streaming, what would be one piece of advice you would give yourself?
Okay, well, kids who would know what my very first piece of advice would be, but that's a very personal thing. I had a mod issue, and it would be to not have that person as a mod because they nearly broke me. They were
Oh,
toxic, but I don't mind talking about the experience so other people can learn from it. If it was generic advice, I don't know. I like that I've been on a journey. I started off terribly. I was awful, and I found my very first VOD, and I've saved it on the Google Drive just for posterity, and it's really bad. But I love looking back at it, and I love the journey that I've made. So, and I've done the things like keeping to a schedule. I have not missed a stream since I started streaming. Every Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, I have streamed. On my birthday, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, every single day I have kept my schedule almost religiously. It kind of moves about. Maybe I might start streaming a few hours earlier, but I'm always there. And I think it is really important because your communities get into... I'm often told, like, you're what I do on a Saturday morning. As I'm waking up, I switch Treecle on and I start pottering about the house, and it's really chilling and relaxing. Because for when I start streaming on a Saturday, it's the morning in America, and yeah, so I think it's really important to keep a schedule if at all possible. And not everyone can do that because they might work shifts and have real lives. I have no life. I just have work. So that works for me. So I would tell myself to continue to do that. Yeah, and I'm more than happy to generically talk about the mod issue, and I think it's really important. I'm really lucky with where I am with my mods now, and part of that is because of the issue I had with one of my early mods. And I wouldn't have Horsecow if it wasn't for the crap that guy put me through. So I am really grateful, even though she torments me. I wouldn't change her for the world. And Sumi's thankful for me having no life besides you. Yeah.
Yay!
Sumi. Yay, no life.
Oh, well, I
Yeah.
have to say that is amazingly impressive to not ever miss a stream.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's insanely impressive.
I remember you saying
For
about a
real.
month ago that you were really wanting to reach that year, the anniversary, without missing those streams. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, it's still my goal. So I've got my booster tomorrow, because no, Monday. It's Saturday today, right?
Yep.
Yes. So that hopefully, if I'm ill, I'm just ill during work, rather than hopefully I'm better by Friday. So because I'm stubborn. It's one of my character traits. I am stubborn. But yeah, that's the plan. Stream for a
What-
year without dropping a stream.
What kind of games do you normally play on stream?
I play House Flipper. And House Flipper. I've probably done about 200 hours of House Flipper.
Oh my god,
Wow.
that's a lot.
I know, right? Never intended on becoming a House Flipper streamer, but I just kind of fell into it and I vibe with it, and I have met so many amazing people through that game. It's ridiculous. Like I've got so many new followers, and I might even say that some of them are kind of friends. And it's so bizarre. The person who took the clip of me worming along in Power Wash Simulator, they joined my stream because they were looking for House Flipper streamers, and they are chaotic, and they are now, I'd say, probably one of Kitsu's best friends. So he was a space kitty, and Kitsu is just Kitsu, and their chaotic energies together, they go on so well, and I'm so pleased that I helped them meet each other, because I mean, if they ever stream together, there's going to be some sort of black hole phenomenon, I think. So what was I
Changing the
saying? I got
world.
distracted. Yeah, they are gonna do that. They're gonna take over the world. So yeah, so I mainly stream House Flipper. But I'm not planning on doing that forever. I do stream some indie games. I founded an indie dev / streamer community called Rubber Ducks, which is to support both streamers and indie developers. And I know Matt's recently joined it, and we've been having a lot of fun with that, and that's way bigger than I thought it would be. So I try to, my Friday night slots will probably have more indie games and kind of smaller games, and then my Saturdays and Sundays house flipping. But I'm looking for, when Palia is launched, that is probably what I'm going to head to, because that looks like a really tree game.
I love that.
We have a Team Hydrate.
Team Hydrate.
I don't. You don't have a drink. How could you? I'll take your drink for you.
Very nice of you, Purple.
And
It's
then
gonna
you
take
can,
it's gonna take a lot to knock House Flipper off of your top one
yeah.
streamed game now, though. It's
Do you have all the
Yeah.
DLCs and everything?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
About 20 minutes ago, Thomas actually had asked, which series of Star Trek is your favorite?
Oh,
Sorry, Thomas, I
missed
missed
that.
it. Sorry.
Oh, I mentioned it before the stream, actually, I think. I am a next gen fan because that's what I grew up with. It's just, the next gen is home to me. And okay, the first series was a little bit wonky. It was finding its stride, but I can't help it. Oh no, it's Dobby the Rage Gamer. We were just talking about you.
Your ears must have been burning, Dobby.
Yeah, so I don't dislike any particular Star Trek. I'm currently watching Lower Decks Series 2, I think, and I don't hate on Discovery. I need to watch the next series of that. I've only watched the first one, and same with Picard. I don't hate on it. Some of it's a bit different. I used to. I didn't really enjoy DS9 when it first came out, but I was really young back then. But I rewatched it, and I absolutely loved it. So I think maybe I just came at it with a different opinion and different life experiences, and I just really, really enjoyed it the second time around. And I have to say that Enterprise I wrote off many years ago just because of the title music, because I felt if they can get the title music that wrong, in my personal opinion, it was not Star Trek title music, and I will die on that hill. And I get where they were coming from with the whole, oh, it was like, it's the first one, it's supposed to be different, and no, Star Trek music has a certain sound to it, and that did not have that sound. So I didn't even bother watching it for like 20 years, and I watched it 2 years ago, and actually it's not that bad. I quite liked it, but I just have to skip through the music because otherwise I'll shoot someone.
Oh, that's a very strong.
That was a
Strong
passionate
opinion.
answer. Yeah, I love that.
But yeah.
There's a new poll for your favorite Star Trek captain.
So is that's
my.
not Cisco as in the thong song?
No,
Cisco?
not the
Oh,
thong
okay.
song. No.
Well, then I
Just
think
in
I'm
case
not
we have any other
qualified to
Trekkies.
answer, so
Just trying to get a feel for everybody's
Boatshed's
opinion.
never watched a single Star Trek. To be fair, I don't think I have. I would have watched like snippets that have been on TV, but I've never watched a whole episode. I've watched the movies. Do they count?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Why not?
I've watched one. I've done something.
watch the
Well
whale
done,
one. The
Yes.
whale
Save the whales.
You
Yeah,
voted
with-
Cisco, so Picard doesn't get all the votes.
Cisco is cool though. He evolves pretty
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, it's just if you have to pick.
So which one's our least
Picard.
favorite up there on that list?
Well,
I think that personally Archer is my least favorite. I think he devolves. Where I think everybody
Yeah.
else evolves. Well, maybe not Kirk. He just kind of wants to fix everything with his penis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the time period though.
Yeah, so I would put Janeway up in third. It would be between Kirk and Archer. I would probably need to rewatch Enterprise again because I think that's probably the only series that I've watched only once of the older ones. So I probably need to give it another go. Yeah. Don't. Thomas
I
J.
love
W.
it, Thomas.
I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you. Well, I don't hate you, but I kind of wish you'd never.
I don't hate you, but I kind of do.
I love that.
Well,
Amazing.
thanks.
Oh, make it stop. Make it stop.
All right. What 3 words would you use to describe your channel to somebody who's never been there?
Cozy.
Good word. I know it's tough.
Well, because I was going to say like homely or something, but that's just kind of the same as cozy. I would include chaotic because of my mods. So it would definitely be cozy and chaotic. And Horsecow, what do you think I've said? Wholesome and uplifting. Oh, I love my... Oh, you're amazing. So yeah, either wholesome or uplifting. Duh. You're super cute. I wouldn't say uplifting
Flippery.
because I think that's a big kind of flippery. Thanks, Ant. It's another one of my mods. It's just thank you. Yeah, boat shed. Yeah. So cozy, chaotic, and wholesome, I think. But I love that you said uplifting, Sumi.
Uplifting's great. I love that. That ties into the boops.
The boobs.
Looking at you two on the
Oh.
left.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Love that.
Bochet wants to know what 3 words the Team Sanity streamers would use to describe their streams. So Matt, what 3 words would you use to describe yours?
I feel like it's chaotic. Shark and Baney.
Yeah.
I can't think-
All right.
Wow, incredible.
There we go.
Thank you. You guys?
I would say accepting, hopeful, and scary.
Scary.
Yeah, horror.
I
Yeah.
do a lot of horror
It
games.
fits.
Yeah.
I would describe mine as studying
Mm.
and studying and probably studying.
Lies. War. Testosterone. Studying, maybe.
Oh, yay,
Horse girl.
college.
Horsekill, Tree is a wholesome, cozy angel of light. Her mods, not so much. We are the angels of naughty darkness.
I love that so much. That needs to be somewhere. Yeah, that needs to just be written everywhere. All over the place.
What are you talking about, Kaze? No idea what you
An
mean.
ego.
No,
Oh,
no idea what you mean.
Maybe
Welcome
that's what
to
we
Kaze.
call
Good to
shots
see you.
fired.
Good to see you. Oh, he takes it as well. It's fine. Right, we have about 20 minutes left, so we need to rattle through some more cakes, some more desserts.
yes.
My pleasure.
That
Where's my
looks
screen?
like sherbet.
There's my screen. Yeah.
Sorbet.
Yeah, so is that sorbet or gelato or?
It's sorbet. Gelato is
Yeah.
later.
Okay, I mean sorbet is a bit of a cop out of a dessert. I'm sorry, that's
Yeah.
we can do this quickly. That can go into D.
D.
I mean, if you're ordering dessert, I'm not going to pick the sorbet. What's the point? It's just
Yeah.
like
Who does that?
coloured.
Who does
water,
that?
right?
Point.
It's a cheese course boat shed. Like, it's not a dessert, I don't think. I know we had this. There was this discussion on Twitter. It's an after dinner course.
Mhm.
It's not a dessert. It's an after dinner course. I've
Yeah.
had a fair few posh dinners in my line of work, and yeah, I've had dessert and cheese as separate courses. I've had oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
It can be a dessert depending on how much wine you drink with it. So how do you feel about Rice Krispie treats?
I love Rice Krispie treats. They're not a dessert. I bloody love them though. Tea would accompany me.
Yeah.
I would make a cup of tea in order to have a Rice Krispie treat. I don't
Love
know
it.
what it is about them, but yes. Oh, it's Kitsu's
Yeah.
favorite.
So we're back to rating our desserts on a scale of D
Sexiness.
to sexy. In fact, let's change this. There we go.
So
Perfect.
S tier is
There you
the
go.
S stands for sexy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what it stands for.
But we can blame Kitsu on that one.
Yeah.
All right, on the subject of donuts.
I mean, I have opinions. I have opinions on donuts, and they might be controversial.
Wonder what Treecle would put it as.
We're never gonna find out. Kaze, you missed Treecle, darling. I'm so sorry.
Treecle did make an appearance. Where are we putting donuts?
Those donuts with the holes in the middle with just a little bit of icing, they're going in D for me. I'm sorry, but a donut with a filling, that would definitely be something I would make a cup of tea to enjoy. But if it's got a hole in the middle, where's the filling? You know,
It's true.
I don't do ring donuts. They can pick kids who can keep the ring donuts for his own pleasures, as far as I'm concerned.
Great. That'll go in.
I'm sorry, we have a house flipper snack sacrifice room.
Yeah, it's called the Snackrifice Room. This is correct. Yes.
I feel like elaboration is needed.
I don't
Okay,
feel like
I'll
they
try-
need any. I feel like that's perfect. Just
just leave it there.
If you want to know more, go to the channel.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, every stream we do a tour, and you will get taken to the Snackrifice Room. So,
oh my god, I
just
love
saying.
that.
Yeah, it's a thing. It is a thing.
What is this?
Yeah.
Uh,
I can't really
Any
see
ideas?
It's a bar cake.
yeah. Isn't it like puddingy? It's like got a.
It's like mousse inside.
Yeah. It's not.
I mean, I don't think I've ever had that in the UK, so I don't know if you're any different, Tree.
it. No, I've not.
Oh,
I've not
good.
had this. I mean, it looks really bloody tasty. So
They're incredible. They're like fancy for fancy's sake.
Yeah, but they're very
Okay.
like gross. They're very commercial. It's very commercial. There's no love
Really?
that makes that.
No.
I think Horse
It
Girl has an
looks better than
opinion.
what it is.
Oh, really? I'll take your word for it. But Horse Girl, where would you pop this, darling? Because I mean, it looks scrummy. It's a shame that you say that it looks better than it tastes.
It just
Mm.
tastes really mass produced.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I
Well, see-
imagine
It's
if
not
I
that
had
it's
something that looked
bad.
like that at a restaurant. So is this something that you could buy at a supermarket, or
This is
because-
something that you could probably buy from a company who bought it from another company.
Mhm.
Okay.
And stick it in your freezer and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boat Shed, the two that have made it to sexy tier is cheesecake and tiramisu.
Yeah. Those desserts fuck.
Yeah.
I wasn't
I'm a-
ready for that.
Sorry. So like a
I'm
zebra
opposed,
cake.
but,
Where are we putting this then? I
I
mean,
mean,
are we saying are we gonna kind of go, if it's mass produced, are we putting it to the same idea as this cake here? So are we saying maybe a D? Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
so, without having tried it. And I'm reluctantly putting that one in because I feel like I'm judging it without having tried it. But I've only got, you guys to go on for this. So
You are
thank
judging
for
it
your
correctly.
input.
Great. Well, it's fine. It's gonna have to go in D. So we want to rattle through these. So what is this? Like an ice cream roll or something?
It's a ice cream sun. It's a banana split.
You have banana. You usually have Neapolitan ice cream as well. So with strawberry,
okay.
Cherries,
chocolate, and vanilla.
fudge, whipped cream, sprinkles, and a banana.
I used to really like
Oh, they
them,
also have
but I
nuts.
had I
Sometimes.
had a bad banana split at an American style restaurant. And so I'm going to judge it on the last one that I had. So that's going in D.
Okay.
And it
D
really
it is.
annoyed me.
It's more of
Expensive.
a kid thing. They're really, they're
Yeah.
a lot more expensive than regular ice cream. They're kind of meh.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
D. Get away with it. Birthday cake.
Well, I would probably put this in a tea would accompany me tier. It's not necessarily a dessert, but I really, really like a simple cake with like, buttercream icing and stuff. That's nice.
Cool. Fudge.
Fudge. Oh.
Fudge.
Is this like as in pieces of fudge?
Yeah.
Yes. It's mostly
like,
sweet
fudgy-
condensed milk.
Yeah, I love fudge. I don't see it as a dessert. I see it as like a treat. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
you can
never
only have this much of
choose-
it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then you gain 10 pounds.
Yeah, I mean,
Instantly.
I really like it,
Oh.
but I think I'd
Instantly.
put it in the yellow. Maybe it would be with a cup of tea, possibly. I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to have fudge, but I do like it. Yeah, if I'm
Fine.
offered chocolate fudge, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah. Cool.
Rum and raisin being best. Yeah.
Interesting. Pie.
Often
We don't know what kind of pie this is, so we'll take this on your favorite pie preference tree.
Yeah.
Oh, so if that was like a cherry pie or
Yeah, it's
an
a fruit.
apple
pie,
and
it looks
cinnamon
like.
pie, if it's a fruit pie, I quite like a pie. I'd probably stick that in A. I like a nice pie.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Apple with a Dutch apple pie with ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice solid.
Yeah. A good apple pie. Churros. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
dough with cinnamon sugar on it.
I
Yeah.
love
it's
them.
fucking good.
Yeah, I've
They're
only
deep
had
fried.
them once. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
I mean,
that
I'm going
sexy?
either. I mean, it's definitely A, nudging towards sexy.
What are you saying?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
A or
Horsecow?
sexy?
If
They're
you dip them in
amazing.
icing, I think they're sexy.
Icing or ice cream or hot chocolate.
Let's get a sexy.
Sexy. Sexy.
Yeah. Sure.
Your classic.
Sexy.
Chocolate chip cookies.
I mean, it's definitely a tea thing, isn't it? It's not a dessert. Cookies are not dessert.
Are they an accompaniment with tea?
Um,
Or would you go out of your way to get a tea so you could have a cookie?
I have gone out of my way to make a tea just so I could dunk a cookie in it.
There we go.
So I guess it would be, there.
Was this like a tart of some
No,
sort, I
want
guess?
churro.
That looks like
Yeah, it's like pumpkin
isn't
pie.
that pumpkin pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
With
only
whipped
had that
cream.
once. When I had it, it was and I know we're time sensitive right now. It was an American colleague at work did a Thanksgiving dinner, and she charged all of her friends like £40 to attend, and she was going to do this slap up proper American lovely meal. And then she brought in the leftovers to work, and she brought in this this pumpkin pie, and my boss at work was trying to. He was making like this face at me, and I couldn't understand what it was. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll try the pumpkin pie." And so I tried it, and I was like, these like, because I'd never had it before, and she knew I hadn't had it before. These like stringy bits. Is that
Pumpkin.
supposed to be like that?
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, it was really, really stringy. So I actually no, I think I've had it pumpkin pie twice. I have had it twice. The second time I had it, it was absolutely beautiful. It was lovely. It was light. There was none of these bits. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be stringy. Then nah, that's going D. If it's not supposed to be stringy, and it's supposed to be like the one I had that my other American friend made, then it would be something I would make a cup of tea for.
It's not
So you
supposed to be stringy. It depends on where you get the pumpkin filling. If you get it from a can from the supermarket, then it's smooth and there's no strings, and that's the best way to do it.
Okay.
If you, because it's actually not pumpkin. Like it's a whole argument in the United States. But if you
Fine.
actually buy a pumpkin and you make it, it's going to be stringy and it's not going to taste as good.
Fine. So a good pumpkin pie we're saying is not
It's from
stringy.
a
So
can.
that's going to be with a perfect. Just how we like it. That's going to be here, right?
Just how we like it. USA approves. It's from a can.
America.
Yes.
Oh,
God.
assorted. I'm guessing just assorted sweets. Okay, not
Yes,
really. I
it's
guess
candy. Candy.
Yeah, it's not a dessert. Stick that in D.
Get
It's
out
a
of it.
no-brainer. Sorry. Yeah. They
I
can
think
pee
this
right off.
is frozen
Gelato?
yogurt.
Oh.
I think it's frozen
We have
yogurt,
to-
which is very
I
different.
love that. See me.
Yes.
If I have to grind the sugar with my teeth, I'm out.
Oh.
What did we say that one was? Sorry, I was
Frozen
distracted.
Frozen yogurt with
Frozen
fruit.
yogurt.
It looks like.
I mean, it's fine. It's meh. I'm sorry. Frozen yogurt is. I
Yeah.
like it, but if I had it as a dessert, I'm gonna pick something that's gonna,
Just
so
about
it's
anything
meh.
else on this
D-
list.
Yeah, D is meh. So we'll go with
Um,
D, please.
Popsicles.
Perfect.
I mean, they look like mini milks. I quite like a mini milk, but it's you adore frozen yogurt. It's fine, but this is a dessert tier thing,
Yeah.
and none of these things are things that I dislike. It's just things. The lower end of my scale is meh. I don't have a dislike when it comes to these desserts. So don't be offended just because of the bottom doesn't mean I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's place for all desserts in my heart.
Absolutely.
But as a dessert, a mini milk is meh. Sorry.
Meh.
I really like mini milks, but it's not something I would choose to have as a dessert. I'd rather gorge myself on something more sexy.
Got it.
What's the last one?
I don't know. I was trying to figure this out. Does anyone any
Are
thoughts?
they sugar cookies?
But it looks like it's in like a cup or something.
Good.
I don't know if it's like a mug cake,
That
maybe?
would be. That would be. Sorry, that would be like gelato or ice cream with stuff in it.
Okay.
I mean, we could just stick it in D. Again, it's not that I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's that there are things I would rather fill myself up on.
That's fair. That's fair. There we go. That's the completed tier list then. We will I'll save and download this and distribute it to anyone who needs it.
Needs to
don't think
know.
anyone
This
needs
is
to know.
important information. It is
Absolutely.
vital.
It's vital. It's vital. Perfect. Tree, we're going to be wrapping up soon then. So just so people know, where can they find you? Obviously, you're as you people can see in chat. If you press !guest, you can find the link to Treecle's channel. But where else are you, social media wise?
I'm not all over the place because it's just so hard. There are not enough hours in the day. I've started on Hover. I think that's a good place for streamers to be. I don't really log into TikTok very much. I don't think it's great for streamers. I mean, we know streamers who've had stuff go absolutely viral and it's not done anything for their viewers. It's not translated into Twitch stuff. So I don't mind flicking through and looking at other people's, but you're not going to see TikToks from me. I'm on Twitter quite a bit. So you would find me on Twitter, and I started doing some YouTube shorts. I'm going to probably delete my main YouTube account and focus on Treecle Treats, which is my shorts account, because I think I'll have more time to be able to work on shorts. So Treecle Treats, it's the info's in my in my about panels and stuff. So
Great.
yeah.
And is Cake your main Discord for your channel? Because I know that's a community thing for your Warcraft days, but is that your Discord that
Yes.
you use for your channel as well?
Yes, if anyone feels that they vibe with the stream, then I reckon they're going to vibe with the whole Cake community. And so in that Discord, there's a section for the Warcraft players, there's a section for the Final Fantasy 14 players, there's a general gaming section, and so it's totally fine to and there's a Twitch section for Kitsu and myself. So you can mute all the other, if you don't want to participate in the WoW stuff, just mute that chunk, mute the Final Fantasy 14 chunk if you want to, but also if you want to join those things, then you can do. And yeah, so you can join the general Cake community and hop in and see Kitsu and me in our Discord. I don't need my own Discord, and I love my community, and I don't really fancy leaving them, so it seems
Amazing.
to work.
Amazing. Well, it's cool. Yes, new victims. I mean friends. Amazing. Perfect. Chat, if you have any other questions, then do pop them in now. And while that's coming through, Tree, just for the end of stream, do you just want to give us another quick roundup of who you are, what your stream is, and just a roundup of your community, or community, I should say.
Thank you for getting that right. Hi, I'm Tree. I am Dutch. I live in London. I am a part-time streamer. I am a Stream Raiders affiliate, and I specialize in cozy streams and apparently having a voice that will make you all fall to sleep. So I apologize if I do that. I provide a welcoming, open place. It's a safe space with a really wonderful bunch of people. I play cozy type games like House Flipper, some of the geeky games, and I try and include my community wherever I can, because if it wasn't for you guys, then I wouldn't be here. So you're welcome to drop in if you're ever feeling a bit low, a little bit down, and you just need to feel like you're appreciated, like you're someone, and you're welcome to just nest in my chats, and we will look after you, and you will receive boops if needed. That's me. I'm half Dutch. Yes, I am. I was born in the Netherlands, and my father was a Dutch Marine, and we fled the country when I was 2, so I'm only half Dutch. So there we go.
Wow.
Do you have a streamer? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'd say something we haven't touched upon is just your voice. It's such I think I don't know if it's weird to compliment, but just yeah, top tier voice.
Thank you. I used to hate my voice, and then people were just like, "Oh, you should read stuff. You make me fall asleep." And I thought, you know what? Just roll with it, Tree. Just roll with it. It's fine. If that's your thing, that's your thing. It's cool. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Love it.
Hashtag appreciate.
Oh yeah.
So Tree, how we like to wrap these streams up is offer you the opportunity to be able to raid someone within your community if they're streaming, or someone that you follow or want to go send the Team Sanity hype to. So feel free to have a look through if you've got anyone. If you don't worry, we'll be able to obviously find someone as well. But I'm sure you'll have someone that you want to send us through to. In the meantime, while Tree's just having a look, just so everyone's aware in terms of Team Sanity stuff. So we've got the Academy tomorrow night, guys. Is that right? And then...
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah, for me. Sorry.
No, you're good.
UK time. And then Team Sanity After Dark on Monday.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Cool. Who have you got, Tree?
Hi. Well, I thought, you know how I mentioned earlier that there was the person who clicked me doing the worm was like a chaotic space kitten. He's actually streaming right now. He's a VTuber.
Great.
And he's Kitsu's kind of partner in crime. Hey, Ataku.
Hey, Ataku.
So shall we raid? That he would be a good person to raid. Kitsu, can you spy on him and see if he's going to be around? I mean, Kitsu's probably there now. Right, I need to try and I'm going to type his name because
Yeah, if you pop it into chat, and then we can make sure we get it right.
yeah, I mean, even I won't get it right because he's got like an O and he's got a 0 instead of an O, and it just
This
oh,
is
no,
my
don't-
kitty. He thinks he's the streamer.
Mm.
It was so cute.
So he will come and like lay on top of my mouse, on my arms, on my keyboard. He will come and sit literally right here and just stare at me. It's, yeah.
Yep, he do.
Yeah, adorable. So do we think Keo is still streaming? Will he be receptive? Because I love his energy so much. He is such a darling. He's the one who found us whilst I was playing House Flipper, and he's so chaotic and yet so chilled, and he's got this amazing energy. And I don't follow many VTubers, but he is just he does swear a little bit, so I should he would be an over 18s streamer, I imagine. He does not look like he's wrapping up. So
Perfect.
yeah, if we could
Good
we
enough
could
for
raise
me.
him, I would very much love that. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me. You're all
Thank
amazing.
you.
I can't wait to stop by and see you guys more. You rock. I'm sorry about time zones, they suck.
Thank you for coming on here. Thank you for allowing us to 20 questions quiz you. Thank you for opening your heart and stomach and allowing us to determine what desserts were the best. And
And
sexiest.
sexiest.
Yep.
Thank you for your help. Thank you.
Tree, it's
Thank
been
all of
it's,
you guys.
yeah, it's been so good having you on. And again, sorry as well because you've had to cut your stream a little bit shorter than you usually would today, but we really appreciate it and appreciate it. Sorry.
Yes.
And it's been awesome hanging out with you. It's been really cool. So let's go see. How do we pronounce it? Sorry, is it Kiki? Did you say?
Well, we call him Keo or Space
Keo.
Kitty.
Space Kitty, cool. Let's go over there and give them some hype. But thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Yay.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
I actually do half heart with the cat. So.
When you've had a long day, we will be right there. Always there for one another. We'll put a smile on your face. Playing games, don't care if we're bad. All that matters is we're having fun. Team Sanity.